Good morning, Year 4. Welcome to Tuesday's lesson. I'd like you to look at the mental arithmetic questions in front of you and then pause the video to have a go, please. Welcome back, Year 4. I'm now going to reveal the answers to you. So I'd like you to make sure you've marked the answers. Hopefully you've begun to realise that we are focusing on number bonds to 20 for the Sapphire group and number bonds to 100 for the rest of you. If I had 81 add something made 100, then 81 is fairly close to 100. One strategy therefore is to count on. Add 9 to get to 90, add 10 more from 90 to 100. Obviously then I needed to put 19 just here. If I was going to work out how much to subtract from 100 to get to 49, well, I know that 100 take 50 is 50. So this is 1 less than 50, so I need to subtract 1 more. Obviously 51 and 49 added together using the inverse would make 100. So just looking at the Sapphire challenge very quickly today, you have got some problems where you're going to be practicing the 10 times table. Here I can see that my base 10 has got 10 cubes. I've got 3 lots of them, so 3 lots of 10 is 30. If you're going to do the bronze, silver, gold challenges, quickly just work these out mentally. I can see that in this sequence, my interval, in other words, how much I'm counting up in, and I can see that these numbers are ascending, they're getting bigger, they're increasing. Each time I'm adding 10. So my next number after 70, 80, 90 is going to be 100. And after 100 is going to be 110. 34, 44, 54, 64, 74. So each time my tens column is increasing from 6 tens to 7 tens here, but my ones is always staying as 4. Now you might notice something slightly different about this one, and that's that this sequence is getting smaller. The numbers are decreasing. I'm actually subtracting 10 each time. So just be aware of that, please. After 52 it's going to be 42 and 32. So again, it's my tens that are reducing each time, that are getting smaller, not my ones column. Sapphire group, I'd like you to now please start your challenge. For everyone else today, we're going to be dividing 1 and 2 digit numbers by 10. How are you going to be successful? Well, the main way is that you are going to be using the place value grid to help you. And also you're going to be able to apply your understanding to some word problems. I hope lots of you have enjoyed the Toy Story films that have come out over the years. And today we're going to be having a look at something that has happened involving evil Emperor Zurg. Zurg has managed to shrink the toys. Everything around him has become smaller. Sarge, who originally, as the small green sergeant, was 2 centimetres, has become 0.2 centimetres. An alien that originally was 9 centimetres has become 0.9 centimetres. And you can then see what's happened to Buzz Lightyear and Woody. Can anyone work out, looking at the pattern, what you think Woody would have become after shrinking? Hopefully you might have worked out that it was 2.8 centimetres. Now what we've got to do is work out what is actually happening. And hopefully some of you are realising that everything is getting 10 times smaller. In other words, we are dividing by 10. 2 divided by 10 is 0.2. 9 divided by 10 is 0.9. 25 divided by 10 is 2.5. Okay, I'm just going to skip on to a new page now, and we're just going to use all of these place value grids to help our understanding, and I'm going to be asking you to use these same place value grids today. So if I take Sarge, his original measurement was 2 centimetres. Now, if I show this in this place value column, in my ones column, I can even use counters just to represent this. I've got 2 lots of 1, that's 2. Now, if something divides by 10, the numbers move 1 place to the right. So I could now draw my 2 counters in my tenths column. If I write these as digits, I was starting with 2 ones. And as I said before, when you divide by 10, everything moves 1 place value to the right. So my 2 is now going to be in this column. And because I have to have a number before the decimal point, I'm going to need what we call a place value holder. So I'm going to draw a 0. Okay. So 2 divided by 10 has become 0.2. Let's have a look at 25 centimetres. So if I was to draw this using counters, then I've got 2 tens and I've got 5 ones. So again, if I divide now by 10, everything is going to move 1 place value column to the right. So what was originally 2 tens is now going to become 2 ones. And what was originally 5 ones is now going to become 5 tenths. Let's have a look at how that looks as digits then. We had 2 tens, we had 5 ones. If this number becomes 10 times smaller, as we said, 2 tens becomes 2 ones. 5 ones becomes 5 tenths. So I end up with the number 2.5, which is what has happened here. 25 divided by 10 equals 2.5. And up here, 2 divided by 10 equals 0.2. We can see the same has happened from the 9 has become 0.9 when I divide the 9 by 10. And 28, as we showed earlier, became 2.8 centimetres. So when you're faced today with a table like this, we need to remember that we are always dividing by 10. Okay? Have a go at these in your head. Perhaps you can work out that 7 is going to be 0.7 when it's divided by 10, and 36 is going to be 3.6 when we divide by 10. So it's really important today that you are representing your working on a place value grid. Now, I've got 2 grids here, one so that I can draw my counters and show what happens when I divide by 10, and one where I can write digits and show what happens when divided by 10. Oh, I've forgotten something here. Do you remember what we called this? A place value holder. I need to put in my 0 because I must have a number on the left hand side of the decimal point. However, when you complete your work today, you don't have to do counters and numbers. You can choose whichever helps you the most. You could actually even show both on the same grid. So looking at the information in front of you, here I've shown number 14 using counters, but I've also written it as digits underneath. And then I've shown what happens when you divide by 10 using counters and digits underneath. I would actually say that if you find the counters useful, use them, but if not, purely just to write the number as digits and then show what happens when you divide by 10 is all you actually need to do. There are also going to be problems that you are going to need to apply your understanding to. So let's have a look at today's task then. Obviously the Sapphire were counting in tens. So when the bronze group complete their challenges, as well as filling in what happens when you divide by 10, I want you to make sure you do show it on the place value grids. And then there's a problem for you to solve as well. And then you might want to have a go at the silver and gold task A as well. Silver and gold, the first 5 problems, I also want you to show your understanding on the grid. The same for task B. And task B, I'm asking you to see if you can spot any mistakes. And then we're going to apply our understanding to a task over here. All of the answers are actually on the last pages. So I hope you're successful with this today. I hope you get all of it right and enjoy today's Maths Year 4. Thank you.